Small businesses around the country, which employ nearly half of America's workforce, are facing layoffs and a slowdown in business due to the coronavirus pandemic. This as Senate lawmakers announced they have reached a deal regarding the third phase of the economic stimulus package to address the devastating effects of the outbreak. Here to weigh in on this is Kerrigan, the president and CEO of the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Stephanie. Good to be here.
You recently penned a letter on behalf of the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council urging the Senate to act on the CARES Act. The Senate plans to vote on the stimulus package today, and while the text of the legislation is still being finalized, does this bill address your concerns to help small businesses?
I think it does. We're assuming that the small business piece in the original CARES Act stays intact, which would provide, a pretty significant capital infusion for small businesses in the form of loans. So, what's important now is the need for speed, that they get this to the Senate, get it through the House, get it through the president's desk so that small businesses can access this capital and it can be deployed rapidly. As this situation evolves, we'll have to see if the appropriation, whether it's $300 billion or $350 billion, is enough. And we're also hoping that some of the tax relief measures also stay intact in the package. That would be also very, very important to save our small business economy.
Right. And as they say, time is money. We know earlier this week there was definitely some tensions regarding the text of the legislation. It didn't even make it through a procedural vote through the Senate. So let me ask you this. The $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill is the largest in U.S. history. And while it will provide relief to Americans and small businesses, how could this affect them in the long term?
Well, I think what's key, small businesses right now, they're in triage mode. They've had plunging revenues, they're laying off workers. And I think having this relief, having this capital will get them through to the other side of the crisis. I think certainly, our economy, this will be very transformative for our economy, and small businesses are doing things that they've never done before. In order to survive. Many of them are finding many new innovative ways of doing things. They're embedding new technologies in order to reach consumers and to maintain consumers. So the small business economy, entrepreneurship will never be the same again. But on the other hand, there's going to be a lot of entrepreneurship and innovation, from this whole crisis, which is good in a way over the long term. But certainly, small businesses are going to be put back on their heels, and it's going to take some time for them to recover. That is why this bridge capital infusion is so important, so that they can come out of this as strong as possible once we begin to recover and things get back to normal.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.